Moondial focuses on Minty, who later says that she's a bit like Penelope, and as we know from my series of talks, that is also Persephone. So we've laid up that she's Persephone already, or she's mirroring Persephone, and then she goes back in time, as many people might remember from the past, that she does this through the use of an old man with wings, an angel, and then a young child with wings. And later we learn about who these people are. Now, she goes back in time to two different places. Now, when she meets Tom, who isn't his real name, his name is something else, and it's summed up at the end. But I can tell you straight away that she sees a grave and it says E-L or L. And we know now that that old man is in fact Cronus, and the young child is Cupid, summed up with love, obviously in folklore, but it is in fact lust, not true love. Lust is different from agape, which is true love. And that's very central to the whole TV series. Everyone can see within that there are references, and now I thought it was Elveston Castle, which is a local castle to me, but it is in fact Belton House. Now, throughout the first episode, it lays up that she's visiting this boy Tom, and then we will find in the second episode, that there is another girl, Sarah, who is being tormented by little children in masks, and they are surrounded by Halloween and Pan. It is a very dark series, but also fun if one just wants to have a look at the things that I say. I understand these are my opinions, but when one looks at the full TV series and Hollywood films, one can see this recurring theme of Cronus, just like in The Matrix. And here we have in Moondial, we have an old man who's called Worldly World, and he is basically instructing Minty, or Persephone, to go back in time, because she's the key to help save these children, because this series is focusing on child sacrifice, especially now. I haven't googled this yet, but later on we'll have references to midsummer, and there is obviously within pagan worship in England especially Belton. I don't know if it's the same thing, Belton or Belton House, but that is about the May Queen, and that's all about sacrifice. And Adam and Eve, Pan and Persephone, Eve, are not the ones who are literally sacrificed. They are in fact symbolic of just boys and girls being sacrificed, because these people are real. The Messiah and Persephone are real, and she could potentially be Echo, because she doesn't have blonde hair. Usually Echo, if not always, has brunette hair, and Persephone has blonde hair and usually blue eyes. We see that throughout, in the Matrix films, we have Persephone. She more or less has blonde hair. She meets Neo. She's not really central to that film because it focuses on Trinity, who is clearly Echo. And throughout Moondial, a slip of a tongue there, because I wanted to focus on Moon Knight next, because Moon Knight really delves in to Judaism and the Messiah and abandonment from family. But within this, it's beautiful in that she is the central role, this girl. She's the central actress, and we see that she is in fact an incredible heroine.